Today we're talking about Snatch from 2000, the movie.
Orthodox Jews enter a diamond exchange.
If I was on the beach and Brad Pitt came up to me and like tried to kiss me, I'd push him off at first.
Why the fuck do I want a caravan? It's got no fucking wheels. The stylish house frame furniture and the scar cushions with matching shark cover.
Guy Ritchie said one thing he actually does regret is that you can't understand Brad Pitt because he's like, man, he has most of the best. Well, actually, he says it in British. He's like, he's got most of the best lines, isn't it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Cue music.
Face looks like nowadays.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Be Kind. Let's Rewind, the nostalgia podcast no one asked for. Today we're talking about Snatch from 2000, the movie. Guys, we got Gibbs joining us once again. Thanks for coming back, Gibbs. He's going to hit us up with some triples in January. So you're halfway there, brother.
That means we're proper
Mm-hmm. We are proper man. So let's talk about Snatch, the movie. Leaf, where do you first remember seeing this? Because I believe you introduced me to this somehow.
Saw it in the theaters, man. Saw it in the theaters. I was one of the absolute morons laughing myself hysterically to death because, unfortunately, for everyone in the theater, I had already seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and nice. I loved that film. And because one of my friends showed it to me, and I went. And he was just like, dude, he's like, Guy Ritchie's got another film. It's supposed to be like Lock, Stock. And I was like, brother, I can't wait to see it. And I went and watched it. And I love British comedy. This film to me is like, a masterpiece from Guy Ritchie. Probably, in my opinion, his best film. It's my opinion. And it has everything. And I am a sucker for large casts of really good characters. And there's not a single character in this film that's bad, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah,
I love this film.
You actually turned me onto this because you saw Lock, Stock. And if I'm not mistaken, I think like we watched these on like the same weekend. You had the DVDs or something. It may have even been over at 1507. I don't remember, man.
It might have been. We watched them
I was
all.
there. We did a back-to-back on it.
Yeah, that was awesome. Shadwick, is this a cherry poppin' daddy for you?
It is. This is 2 weeks in a row that we've covered something that somehow I never saw. And unlike...
What you say about my mama?
What was that?
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah, unlike that train wreck piece of shit, I actually love this movie.
Yeah, I figured this one. You would love this one.
Yo,
I'm just
break
telling
yourself.
You would love this one. Gibbs, what about you, man? This seems like Guy Ritchie was probably on your page from day one.
Well, yeah, I had seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I was working at the movie theater at the time, and I did not realize that Snatch was made by the same guy. So, like, I was the projectionist at the time, and I had a couple of friends watch the movie with me. We were just previewing the film, and, like, 5 minutes into it, I was like, this has got to be the same guy. It's got all the same actors, all the same characters and shit like that. And I'm with Leaf. This is my favorite movie of his. I think it's the best. A lot of people gave it crap because it was kind of repetitive and repeated a lot of the same beats as Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. But I see that as a rough draft, and this one is kind of like the polished product.
Same. I 100% agree with that. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah, I just know last week that viewing led Shadwick to.
Yep.
And I got to say, I think Shadwick had one of the rare 4-day hangovers just from that movie or something. Ooh. So glad you're back to 100% there, brother. So today...
85, 86.
That's 100% for us. So today I've got my coffee here, my Black Rifle coffee with a little bit of what's left of the Bullet bourbon in here because I got to stay up late, do some editing, maybe even drive a cab. Who knows? Got to get the rent money for Where's the Rent. Leaf, what do you got, man?
Dude, my wife got me for Christmas, and I'm still working through it slowly. It's good. Uncle Nearest 1884.
Oh, nice,
man.
dude.
This small batch, it's as good. Like it is really, really good. Like I am enjoying it.
Good.
Y'all, it's if you don't know the backstory, obviously this guy that
It's got a good engine.
Yeah, that finalized the recipe for Jack Daniels, famous Jack Daniels. So yes,
Good stuff. Shadwick, what do you got, man? On the mend.
From the makers of Wild Turkey, we have American Honey Sting.
Oh,
And it's got all the sweetness of American honey with a little sting on the end.
nice. That'll be
It
dangerous.
brings the flavor up.
I call you
Causes
my
you-
American honey.
Causes you to get proper.
Shadwick's
Like that's your new
vocabulary
favorite?
his vocabulary is just wide open
I
now.
love this. This happens to everybody.
Bring us home, dude.
I got a cannibalist. My wife got me what might possibly be the last dragon fruit cannibalist on the
wow.
planet for Christmas, and God bless her, she got it for me, and I'm excited to finally end this run.
Cannibalist.
Really?
Missed sponsorship opportunity for
I had
Cannibalist.
I had a case of those. I didn't like it. I threw them out.
No, Cannibalist is making blood orange that is about to come out or has come
Okay.
out. So like that's going to be the new flavor.
The new flavor, man.
Yeah.
So
Blood
anyway,
farts.
Cannibalist, sponsor our podcast, dudes.
Please.
We also want to shout out our Rewinder of the Month for January, Rick. Dude, thanks for all the support. Like I said, musician, Niners fan, and
Shout out, Rick.
when this is filming, I see
Niners fan.
he's been
Christ.
getting into some shit with some other fans on Facebook that I've seen some threads. So
I like it.
Give him hell, Rick. Give him hell, man. So,
Well, I guess I've missed that somehow.
yeah. Also, be sure to check out our Patreon. We'll probably go into it a little bit in more detail as the episode goes on, man. So, dude, let's jump into it. Leaf, go ahead and kick us off with some boring ass facts.
We're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. To those who are uninitiated, Snatch is a 2000 crime comedy film written and directed by Guy Ritchie, featuring an ensemble cast and set in the London criminal underworld. The film contains two intertwined plots, one following the search for a stolen diamond, and the other focusing on a small-time boxing promoter who becomes embroiled with a ruthless gangster willing to carry out severe and sadistic acts of violence.
Did this guy ever do anything else? The boxing promoter?
He transported something. I think.
He word on the street. Yeah, he continued to transport
did
long
okay, I
after this
guess,
film.
yeah.
He's
I was like, after seeing Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and this, I was like, that guy's got no fucking future.
I think
Me too.
he did Charisma Carpenter in the Expendables, maybe.
Nice.
Well,
Oh, I need to watch that
Also-
shit then.
Those that didn't pick it up, Jason Statham, obviously in this movie.
yes. We'll get into
so-
all
Statham,
yeah,
I don't even know him.
So let's get into the Brad Pitt casting in this out of the gate, because I guess the word on the street is
Oh,
that
screet.
is Brad Pitt was like, he wanted to be in a Guy Ritchie film. He called him up, and so Brad Pitt calls you up in the fucking 90s and is like, I want to be in your film. Your answer is yes, even though you didn't really have a part for him, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
Yeah, so basically Snatch was just like leftover stories that they could not fit into Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. So they already pretty much had the script done, and then Brad Pitt reaches out and he's like, hey, I really enjoy your movie. You got anything coming up that I could be in? And I mean, what do you tell Brad Pitt when he asks? Like,
Yes.
"Fuck, yeah,
Tell him
yeah,
to fuck off.
yeah,
if I was on the beach and Brad Pitt came up to me and like tried to kiss me, like, I mean, I'd push him off at first.
You don't want to seem too eager.
But if he persists, so also, I mean,
I would forcibly suck his.
dude. One of the other
Suck it
things,
until it's periwinkle blue.
there you go. So this was one of those.
I'll fight you for it.
So this is the kind of pot it's going to be. I heard like they were actually showing the
Tell you what I'm
movie
gonna
to
do.
Sean Connery, and Sean Connery is watching Lock, Stock in a theater, I guess, with an agent, and he's just like, "This is a great film. you're not going to be able to afford me.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
Yeah, they eyed Sean Connery to play Bricktop in this, and they did. You're right. Like they wrote a part for Brad Pitt, dude. Like they wrote a character like just for him. Because
which ended up being the pivotal character.
Yeah, I think Guy Ritchie really difficultly tried to shoehorn Brad Pitt in the role of Turkish, but it just wasn't working because he couldn't do a convincing London accent, and so they had him do the character of Mickey, who is obviously an Irish gypsy, and they were like, dude, just lean into the accent and. Does he ever?
You look like a boxer.
In the most hilarious way. Like half the quotes, if you've never seen the film, first and foremost, for me, I hate to say this, it's 50-50 a lot of times. Like my friends don't really adhere. Like luckily Chris did. Like I'm glad to hear Shabak liked it. Gibbs is already a lover of all things like Guy Ritchie, like I was. But a lot of people just can't understand what a lot of the people in the film are saying. Not just Brad Pitt,
right.
But lots of people.
I mean,
and
for American ears, it could be a lot. Like I think Shadwick said off air, it's like 3/4 of the movie's done, and your ears have finally adjusted
to what they're saying. Yeah, and then if you turn on, and I think Gibbs is the one that said something about this, maybe like the last podcast or whatever. But he was like, if you turn the subtitles on, you sort of lose something because you're just constantly reading, and you're like missing mannerisms and things happening. It's just
part of the fun of it is like you're with the other characters. Like Turkish and Tommy, when they're with them, they don't understand what the fuck he's saying either. So they are like kind of like your avatars in the movie. That's that's who you're relating to. And so like the fact that they're constantly saying what, and they don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think
did I make myself clear, lads?
Yeah.
It's so good. It's the people that have seen this film. Obviously, the other two barriers are probably maybe some of the British comedy. If you're not a big fan of that, maybe this movie doesn't hit. It's also the film's dark too. It's got some very brutal scenes in it. It's got some adult themes, obviously, while it mixed in with the comedy.
Is it the lighting? Is it the lighting in this that makes it feel lighter? Because there is dark shit going on, but this movie is fun.
It really is.
I think it's the pace.
Editing. Yeah, the way that they edit it, pace it, and everything like that. The beats go like boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Yeah, it keeps moving.
It's so good.
Yeah. Guy Ritchie said one thing he actually does regret is that you can't understand Brad Pitt because he's like, shit, man, he has most of the best. Well, actually, he says it in British. He's like, he's got most of the best lines, isn't it?
That's literally what Guy Ritchie said.
I'm gonna put Brad Pitt in my movie. I am.
Then at the end, he's told you to piss off, you wanker.
Oh, bollocks.
He just says European viewers and left the chat.
Yeah. At the top of the screen. The film had a budget of $10 million, but it pulled in a paltry sum at the box office of $83.6 million. So a resounding success for Guy Ritchie.
The budget was 10?
10 million.
That's crazy when you see like some of the names in this or whatever. And even the way like everything is just so crisp, clean, no caffeine, like 7-Up back in the day.
Yeah, it is a very like clean, tight, and consistent movie.
And one more plug I'll shoehorn in here, guys. If you haven't seen it, stop the podcast. If you have Paramount Plus, it is on Paramount Plus right now. So as long as they don't be a bunch of dicks and take it off there, go watch it. We're telling you, you're gonna love it.
Please
buy the DVD.
Yeah, that's definitely. If you can get physical media, I've been on this soapbox before, but do it.
I like the DVD and the Blu-ray. Like I've got like old copies. So
I still have the poster. Dude, from the movie theater. Yeah.
Speaking of shoehorning things in here, I had a little bit of trouble this week, so we're talking about Brad Pitt, so I had to lean over to some shit stuck in my head this week.
Guys, I'd like you to meet my new friend, Brad Pitt.
Oh, my God.
Whoa, nice to meet you.
Hey, Brad, any chance I could get Jennifer Aniston's number from you? I know she's got to be a nightmare, but she keeps it so freaking tight.
What, her Snatch?
There it is. There's my tie-in. Thank you, Chadwick.
And the film opens up with two gentlemen sitting in a room together. One is we've come to find out named is Turkish, played by Jason Statham, if we haven't mentioned it already, named after a plane crash, oddly enough. And the other is his mate, Tommy, his friend, played by Stephen Graham.
Is he named after a gun?
He is not named after a gun. Oddly enough, he's named after a famous 19th century belly dancer. But he tells people he's named after a gun.
Dude, Stephen Graham in this, like, the more that I watch this movie, the more that dude just jumps off the screen at me with
excellent.
Just his little. And I guess like he was a throwaway behind the scenes actor before this, and Guy Ritchie kind of somehow found him. Like,
well, he went to the audition and was like, he went to like accompany a friend. He wasn't even going for the audition. Yeah, and he was just like, you're gonna go next. And he's like, fuck it, I don't know. And he's like, can you improvise? And he was like, I don't know, eating it.
Excellent Stephen Graham impression. Well done.
Excellent. Yes, he's
we're gonna get banned in England.
Yeah.
I kept trying to figure out last night. I mean, I'm sure you guys do this game every time too. Like you see someone, you're like, what was that guy in?
What was he in? Yeah.
Yeah. And you try to cheat and look at IMDb, but I knew that he played Al Capone on Boardwalk Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did he have a part in Sherlock Holmes?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. I haven't seen that film in a really long time.
I do know that most recently I saw him in a show that was on Netflix that you guys might have seen called Adolescence, where it was like 4 episodes, and all 4 episodes were just one long take, and it was really intense, incredible, and like, dude, his performance in it was amazing.
Yeah. He was. I know he was in Taboo with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
He's in British stuff.
Yeah, well, Gibbs, let's kick the ball back to you. You can catch it now. Jason Statham, didn't you have some Jason Statham stuff you sent me, man?
Yeah, so I was just kind of reading up on Jason Statham, and originally, like, his first credits are music videos. Like, he's a dancers and background.
So Gibbs sent me this for our viewers. Jason Statham right there, baby, oiled up in a fucking bikini bottom.
What a fucking poof.
It is incredible. He just stands there and dances 2 different giant dancing guys, like half naked, oiled up and greased. It's in a music video by the Shaman called "Coming On." Everybody needs to watch that shit.
The Shaman. That's why he had the red top mushrooms.
Yeah, exactly, man. So, but yeah, Gibbs sent me that. He's like, "Can you put this in the show?" And I was like, yeah,
yes, with pleasure, dude.
Absolutely,
for those of you who know Jason Statham from like all of his other obviously appearances in American films, he was one of probably the ones that
all of his hyper masculine films.
Yeah, exactly. So that picture hits even better with that.
He's after this film, he had given American bald men hope since for the last 25 years. So in a voiceover, his character Turkish explains they're boxing promoters, or they were, and now they're tied up in some scheme concerning diamonds. And what do I know about diamonds? And so, as Shavik mentioned, we're transported to a scene in Antwerp, Belgium, where a group of Orthodox Jews enter a diamond exchange.
You guys know what the capital of Belgium is?
What?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, drag, dude. Sorry.
It's Brussels.
Yeah.
So as the credits roll, there's like this Jewish music playing, and they're making their way past security, and they're having this conversation. And
let me in.
Rumor is this is like sort of a shout out to Quentin Tarantino. Is that true? Like,
that's because they're talking about Like a Virgin, right?
Yeah, they're talking about the virgin birth of Jesus, and they're obviously Jews. So
at
they
the beginning
don't
of
agree.
Reservoir Dogs, they talk about how Like a Virgin is about like she's so the dick is so big that it feels like the very first time.
Yeah.
And so it's great.
It's it's somehow put into there.
Thank you, Madonna.
Not us, right, buddy?
Not us. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be talking about me.
You know what they put on you know what they put on Madonna's vagina in Amsterdam?
Mayonnaise.
They dried them in that shit.
God damn.
I swear to God. Oh my God, Mr. Cotto.
Oh my God.
This is
This is not
off.
in the face.
This is not off to a good start, gentlemen.
This is off to a great
We're
start.
not off to a good start. This
Patreon episode is gonna be banging.
This is gonna be a banger, dude.
Why can't that go on YouTube?
So the Jews are like you're sort of viewing the as they make their way through this.
Is that the right term?
I think they prefer to be called Judaisms.
I don't know. Like, is that a slur?
No,
Like,
I don't know. No one knows.
The Orthodox Jews.
People of Jewish persuasion.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying all that shit, dude. They're Jews, and they're walking through the Diamond Exchange, and you're seeing them through security cameras, and one in particular is talking about the virgin birth of Jesus and his disagreement with that, and this whole conversation is just sort of happening, and when they finally get to their destination,
Who I bet really had a disagreement with that was Joseph.
Probably.
He's like, me and Mary's like, hey, you know how I said I kind of wanted to wait? And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking aware of it.
And what was Joseph's reaction, Chris? Just do it again.
Hey, but for real, on this security footage though, the way this is
Star of David,
the way this is shot, like from each security camera footage as it moves over, as they move rooms, that's so fucking clever. And I don't know how you think of like all these camera angles, these shots, these cuts that are throughout this. Like, how's your brain wired to do that?
There's one that's tight when they're in the elevator. You can kind of like see them all, which makes this next scene like kind of really interesting because you're just watching like these Orthodox Jewish men like go through, like all these levels of security till they get to the room, and then boom. It transitions into a diamond heist. Like they're ripping off their beards. Dude. They got guns and bulletproof vests, and it's just instantly cool. Like I remember at the theater, I was just like,
dude,
I'm like, whoa!
I actually started laughing my ass off in the theater whenever this started happening. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Dude, could you really put just in what the fuck is going on when it's just like the Orthodox Jew guys like talking about the Virgin Mary going through all this security checkpoints, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
He's like, I believe that robot Jesus was a real person.
We believe he was built and that he was a very well-programmed robot, but he wasn't our Messiah.
There's the stone.
Yep. There's the stone. Oh, and in this scene, we got to talk about this very, very quickly. Evidently, for some reason, Benicio del Toro was hard to work with. I've heard. I don't understand why that happened, but
I think this particular movie, when he read the script, he cemented in his mind what this character was going to be.
Right.
So he was very hard to take direction from Guy Ritchie on this one.
Evidently, on this scene, this scene in particular, Guy Ritchie explained to him what he wanted, how it was supposed to go, how he was supposed to act it, and what he was supposed to do. And then when they said action, he just did whatever the fuck he
I know.
wants.
I was like, God damn.
He's like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
He's like,
God damn.
He's like, where is the stone? And also,
How many fucking keys? You cocksucker. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've had a lot of people being like, when they say like they can't understand what anybody's saying, they're like, even Benicio del Toro, like, dude, how come I can't understand him? Like, how is this happening?
Dude, they just start pistol whipping the world in this scene. This is a pistol whip palooza when you see it.
Beating him loud.
Dude, it's a crazy scene, but again, it's like a lot of camera cuts, a lot of high, the music, the score for this is something else I wrote down. Like, the score is great, and it's not like your traditional, score that we're used to, or the opera. It's like kind of rock or techno, or like,
it's so cool, man.
Guy Ritchie said that he didn't consider the music at all when he was writing this. It was all after the fact, and it was just stuff that he liked.
Yeah, I mean, it works though. I mean, it's kind of
I mean, isn't that generally what Quentin Tarantino does in all of his films?
James Gunn too.
He's very particular about the music, but it's like it ends up just being stuff shit he likes. Like it's really what it really is.
Works,
it's not,
Dude, if I was gonna make a movie, I would do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's brilliant!" It's just like classic songs he enjoys.
I'd get a 1 out of 10 on IMDb on my first movie because they'd be like, "Did they really need to go that heavy with Rufio?"
But the fake Orthodox the fake Orthodox Jews rob the place blind, but their main target is a massive 86-carat diamond, which of course they steal. And we cut to yet another credit scene, and this is one of my favorite scenes already in the movie. Like, I was addicted to this movie in the moment because the way that Guy Ritchie films it and edits it, it shows every character, and it doesn't really say anything about them, but it cements it in your head. Mm-hmm. You already know who everyone is before you even see them because it shows characters that haven't been introduced yet.
I'm thankful for that too, because there's such a big ensemble of actors here.
Yes,
and yeah, dude.
It's brilliant.
I like seeing the name tags.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
He said he borrowed that from. It was like an old Western. Gibbs, did you happen to see that?
No. We'll put it up on the screen, but let me say, when you guys watch this film, you will be pulled in instantly after this scene because you're like, oh, okay, this is this guy. You don't have to know anything about him, but his face, his character, his mannerisms are already sort of cemented in your head, and we can just go through all of these real quickly.
Yeah,
we've already
go bust through them.
Yeah, we've already met Frankie Four Fingers, played by Benicio del Toro, obviously a thief, diamond thief, and a well-known gambler, as we will.
Viva!
I can't wait to talk about that. There's a scene with him that kills me every time. Cousin Abby, played by Dennis Farina, who is a New York diamond merchant and American crime boss.
One of my favorites.
Former manager of the Twins in Little Big League.
He was O'Farrell in Little Big League.
Oh my God, he's so good.
Karen Sisco's dad.
One of the Saul, played by Lenny James, was one of what I call the Three Stooges. That's how I'm going to refer to them. In this film.
You'd recognize Lenny James from The Walking Dead. He was one of the regulars on that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and he's one of the small-time crooks working in and around London. Of course, we've got Mickey, played by Brad Pitt, bare-knuckle boxer and Irish gypsy. I mean,
you'd probably recognize him from 12 Monkeys and Meet Joe Black.
Your name is too most obscure films.
That's my shtick. That's my bit.
I hate you,
I've been doing this for a fucking year now.
You might be. You might recognize him from All of Our Dreams.
Yeah, you might recognize him from.
Dreams, that's for sure.
He used to date Robin Gibbons, so you might recognize him from that.
We wrote a song.
Whether to fight him or fuck him.
We wrote a song in our old band FNA called To Do List, and mine was Bradley Pitt.
It's true.
Oh my God, dude. What is my life, man? Good times, man. Gorgeous George, played by Adam Fogarty, a well-known unlicensed boxer and strong man. It's not that Gorgeous George, Chris. Not from
I went down a rabbit hole last night because anybody that knows any wrestling history, which no one gives a shit about. But there's a character named Gorgeous George in America in the 40s and 50s that kind of put wrestling into the entertainment realm. And I was like, I wonder if he was ever over in the UK. And AI said, yeah, he's screw. He was in the UK. He was. And then I was like, well, but then no data backed it up because AI lies to you guys. Just so you know, it's not fucking facts.
It's not God. Yeah, do not trust it, please. I do the synopsis using AI and it's all wrong. I may as well trust the scratch. Yeah. Bullet Tooth Tony, played by Vinnie Jones, yet another British actor who made the transition over to American films. You'll recognize him as.
You probably recognize him as the murderer in Clive Barker's Midnight Meat Train.
Or a Juggernaut in that fucking terrible X-Men movie.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
That's what I was about to say.
Or the hooligan in Euro Trip.
He wears a helmet to keep his face pretty.
Which I believe you covered that on your YouTube channel, Gibbs. I believe you said Euro Trip was a nonstop thrill ride. Is that correct?
It was a nonstop thrill ride. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good.
Oh God, dude! We got Boris the Blade, played by Rage Sabirja, which we actually talked about him in our Batman Begins episode. He plays
right.
like a lowly bum in that film. But he's
Eyes Wide Shut as well.
Yes,
God, another Eyes Wide Shut reference. We can't get away from it.
Like this time for real.
I wish you get out of the street, you fucking bum.
Exactly, dude. He plays a character called Boris the Blade. And in a nigh unkillable ex-KGB agent turned Russian arms dealer. Doug the Head, played by Mike Reed, a stolen diamond merchant who pretends to be Jewish.
You'd recognize him from the movie Snatch.
Yes, you would. He is in Snatch. Yes.
He is in Snatch.
And of course, probably, man, I mean, if it was not for Brad Pitt, this would be probably 100% my favorite character.
Yes.
Bricktop, played by Alan Ford, a psychopathic British gangster. And the amount of times he steals the scene and in this film is actually just disgusting. He is a horrible, disgusting character, and he is excellent. Like, honestly, in my opinion.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, apparently, Guy Ritchie wasn't sold on him for a while.
It's so wild.
He had to come in, and I think he already had like a small part in.
He was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, but he was a nice guy. He was like a bartender or something like that.
He was a bartender, and he was like, he was sort of just like this weathered bartender, because he's obviously older in the film too. And he was just sort of this like nice, like world-weary bartender, he had advice and wisdom, and in this.
So when he came in to read for this, he had like forgotten his contacts or something's wrong with his contacts, so he had to wear those glasses. And Guy Ritchie was like, "Oh, that's fucking Bricktop."
Yeah.
So man,
and apparently I thought this was a gimmick for the movie, but apparently that prescription is real.
He's just got the Coke bottles, man.
He does. He is such an excellent character. But I have to ask, do y'all? Obviously, we mentioned it earlier before, but like Sean Connery,
it would have done the same.
How does he do this exactly?
He'd be like, "Oh, she's playing both shades."
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, when it comes to like
trusted you betray me.
Oh, she's my dear, my darling one. Her eyes are sparkling for.
Stop the Sean Connery quotes right there.
I am the last one.
Before we step over into the last one.
Sometimes you just have.
There it is.
Sometimes you just have to stop.
Yeah, when it comes to thrashing women, he would have been an excellent character.
He would have been good at doing that
in this film.
I just don't think it happens.
I don't think he could do it, man. Not like Bricktop, because obviously I'm not slagging Sean Connery as an actor. Clearly, please, nobody at me in the comments, guys. Like, I love Sean Connery; he's amazing. But like in this film, there's sort of a level of psychopathy and maniacal hatred that I've never seen Sean Connery do. And maybe he nails it. I don't know, but it has to.
He would have been better as Doug the Head, I think,
or Mickey, One Punch Mickey. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Good point, Chadwick. Yeah, so that's the last character. There's a few other characters we'll talk about as we go forward, but that's like basically the main cast. So Frankie fucking Four Fingers is tasked with delivering the giant diamond to London, and that's where we're whisked off to next in the scene to Turkish. Back to Turkish and
London?
Tommy. London,
London?
Fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary fucking Poppins, London.
So the story shifts, obviously, to London. We see two British gentlemen that we've already met before, Turkish and Tommy. Clearly, this is in the past, right? They're dabbling in the illegal boxing underworld, gambling casinos, just all things sort of illegal. And Gorgeous George, their boxer, is training for his next fight, and he's already like headbutting the bag and throwing elbows,
and shit.
He's just dirty, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's just dirty. And Turkish obviously is an illegal boxing promoter, as he mentioned earlier in the film. Fast talking, quick-witted, and if you haven't guessed it already, his internal monologue narrates the majority of the film. Like, even scenes he doesn't know, he sort of has like there's a sixth sense there about what he knows about the film. And man, Jason Statham Statham does a sick job at this. I don't know why he doesn't narrate more things. I think he's been underused, and maybe he won't take those roles. I don't know what his deal is, but dude,
I think he can look at his bank account and probably
he's chasing
argue.
cash.
You're right.
Hey, they're like, you want to do the Meg 2? And he's like, no. And they're like, yeah, we'll check out this money. And he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, eat me.
Yeah. He's like, shut up, Meg.
He's an excellent voice actor, but I haven't heard him do anything else besides this. But his partner, obviously played by Stephen Graham, as we mentioned, not so much any of those. He's not quick-witted. He's not smart. He runs the gambling side of their operation, and he's loyal, man. He's a loyal friend, and that goes a long way. That earns that Turkish's friendship.
He's loyal like an egg.
Mm-hmm. Like a dad.
Yeah, he is. He's not very bright and he's not very, very brave, but he is loyal. So everyone and nearly everything in this movie is connected. Let's just get that out of the way because it's going to make things easier going forward. And the more you watch this film, and I know Shabak's only seen it once or twice, the more he watches it, the more you could watch this film 50 times. Right. I caught things this time, and I've at least watched it 50 times that I have never noticed or seen before.
Same.
That it is an amazing film, like how well it's all interconnected, like, you know, the tissue. It's amazing. So Tommy's bought a gun from Boris the Blade, who we were introduced to earlier, the Russian's arms dealer. And why? Because Tommy's a criminal, obviously now, and he's scared he's going to have to defend himself versus Bricktop's thugs. And you ask yourself, who's Bricktop? You say a ruthless gangster who feeds people to pigs, and we immediately get a scene where he murders two guys.
and presumably goes to feed the pigs. So
and he feeds them to the pigs, and he's decided that he's going to hire Gorgeous George from Tommy and Turkish in an unlicensed boxing match. So they're sort of in bed with a gangster now.
Yeah, and so he's, I guess, like his whole thing is he's telling his guys when someone's going to go down and in what round, because these are fixed, so they can place bets accordingly.
Yeah, Bricktop's
and that's their in with him, and that's kind of what he's doing. So if you I mean, fuck, we kind of went over this in Pulp Fiction too, right? So like you know, what's that?
That's pride.
That's pride fucking with you. It's what it is. It's like you have it. People do what they're supposed to in these situations, then you're fine, but you're a dirty cheat. But then if you're an athletic competitor, well,
exactly.
Then your blind son grows up in a goddamn church and has to dish out his vigilante justice
to a place called Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen.
So, like, they are in bed with this gangster called Bricktop. You're introduced to him. He does an amazing job. He's maniacal. He's evil. He's ruthless from the first scene.
People to fucking pigs.
He leads with his teeth.
Yeah. He constantly is like clenching his teeth. Like it's just such a disgusting person, man. Like, you just hate him.
I bet Mary would love him though. Those big teeth.
And so it also turns out that there was a couple of Russians that helped Frankie fucking Four Fingers steal the stone, the diamond, and of course,
why do they call him Four Fingers?
Well, because he makes stupid bets with dangerous people. And when he doesn't pay up, they give him the chop, Doug.
They plan on betraying him. So they enlist the help of Boris the Blade. As I mentioned before, Tommy purchased a gun from him. There's a scene about that, right? And so, again, everything's connected. And so they plan on stealing the stone from Frankie Four Fingers, who is now in London, to sell the stone to Doug the Head.
Right.
So
everybody following along that hasn't seen this movie, just go fucking stop and watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is going to be
able to, you can't describe this movie.
I've actually rearranged some of the scenes in my synopsis because you literally cannot tell it the way that it's filmed.
Right. It's just
you just can't.
It doesn't read the same way. Film.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We'll talk about it later. So Doug the Head, who's supposed to buy the stone from Frankie, is obviously a fake Jewish person and a diamond merchant, and once he has the stone, he's going to deliver it to cousin Ivy in New York. another Jewish man, and he's an American gangster, right? But here's the hitch. Boris knows that Frankie, or finds out, as Shavik mentioned before, Frankie likes to gamble. A little bit.
Yeah, that fucking cutaway scene.
There's this scene where Frankie is talking to Avi directly before he gives the stone to Doug. And this is so stupid. This is one of the stupidest scenes of the film.
No, it's brilliant.
Every time I die. Okay, so he's talking to cousin Avi, and he tells him he has the stone and he's going to meet with Doug. And Benicio del Toro, every time the screen cuts back to Avi and it cuts back to Frankie or to Benicio del Toro, he's in a different outfit. And I'm not talking like a shirt,
right?
Like a full-on
outfit. Yeah.
Clean, no fluorescence, a beautiful stone. I gotta move the mailers and the two craners here. Duck the head.
Yeah, duck the head.
And what?
Stay out of those casinos.
Every time he's in something completely different, but Boris knows he's addicted to gambling, and even cousin Avi warns him. He's like, "Stay away from the casinos.
Stay away from the fucking casinos, man."
Yeah. You're a good boy, Frankie. Just you've done well. You've stolen the gigantic diamond. Just like make sure I get it. And the ambush is already set up. Meanwhile, this is where we meet Mickey.
Fuck me. Just look at the size of it. How big are you? Hey, kids, how big is he?
Gorgeous George and Tommy go to a pikey campsite. And then you're asking yourself, well, what's a pikey? Who's a pikey? Well, they're there to buy a caravan, aka trailer for those of us in America. And pikeys are like these Irish gypsies in the film. I believe that's probably a derogatory term.
Yeah,
I'm not exactly sure.
They call them Irish travelers now.
Irish travelers? Okay. All right. So they're Irish travelers, and they're basically just low-class con artists in the film. I've never met one in real life, but that's how they're portrayed in the film.
This is exactly how they are in real life.
But the reason they're going there to get this new caravan, aka trailer, is like they need one to like. He's got this rundown piece of shit in the boxing ring that place that he's like, how am I supposed to run a business out of this? So the whole reason they're going there is because I guess they got a deal on this, or they find out they're gonna buy this trailer.
Yeah, well, the Irish travelers will literally sell them one they know for cheap, but you can't trust them.
Right,
like, that's the problem.
That's
man.
what Gorgeous George is saying the entire fucking time. Like, setting it up. Like,
and they all hate them, by the way. Like in the film, there's anyone that speaks well.
Fucking hate pikeys.
Yeah, yes, dude. Everyone says that.
They're pulling up, and George is like, "Oh, this shit's gonna go down," or something like that, and Tom was like, "Well, not with you here with me," and he's like, "You fucking bastard!" Yeah, like you're getting me into some shit right now.
Yeah, man. Like,
dude, as soon as they pull up too, like it's that shit where like everybody's like, "Oh, who's this?" They all run out. The kids basically surround the car. They're fucking with the side mirror. They're like touching the car. They're asking all kinds of questions.
They're trying to extort money from the get-go.
Yeah, like who are you here to see? Okay, well, I'll show you who he is if you pay me. Like it's like this whole like you get set up for the culture out of the gate that they're trying to set up in this movie.
And of course, enter one Brad Pitt, and you guys can go off on this because he's on the screen. And you immediately can't understand a fucking word he says.
Dude, he's introduced taking a shit behind a fucking
car. I didn't realize that when I watched it the first time last night. I was rewatching today, and I was like, wait, was he taking a shit?
He's taking a behind a broken down car.
One, I didn't see him wipe. And two, I definitely know he didn't wash his hands.
He's a fucking pikey.
I hate fucking pikeys.
And you can't, like, that's already, this is in the film when I literally started laughing so uncontrollably that, like, people started looking back because like Gibbs said, I was with everybody else, and immediately Tommy and Gorgeous George are looking at each other. They can't understand him, and I couldn't either. And to know that the characters were both like, what the hell is he saying? And you hear this voiceover of Jason Statham being like, he explains it very briefly. It's like,
Get way back.
Can't really understand much of what is being said.
You tell me. Come back to caravan.
They do it on purpose. They think to try to confuse you, and I'm crying because Brad Pitt just rattles off line after line after a line, dude, and that's when you get the Gorgeous George steps out of the car, right? Go ahead, Chadwick.
Maybe this is a stretch, and maybe this is just me, being high when I was watching it, but but Mickey reminds me somehow of Bugs Bunny. Like he's always like scamming people, and he's like a quick, like he talks real fast and he's like talking circles around people.
Almost has like a Marx Brothers kind of thing going on.
Yes,
Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he absolutely
that's a
does
good point. Yeah, but I mean that's what he's trying to do in this scene is they're selling him this caravan, but
I swear to God, like it probably took 3 viewings of this for me to get the whole gist of every scene that he was in, because I would laugh so fucking hard at everything that he would say.
And it's not just the speech; it's the body language, the mannerisms, everything. When Gorgeous George gets out, he like jumps back like.
Like he's gonna
he's like, look at him.
Yeah,
like he's gonna like punch him, and that's when he's just like, "Bitch, box little, kind of sir."
Yeah,
like, you're a boxer.
Hey, you look like a boxer.
You're like, what the absolute hell are you saying? So Tommy tries to buy a caravan from him. They sell him one. Gorgeous George is like hooking it up to the trailer.
Asks him if he likes dags.
And they end up with a dag.
They end up with a dag. This is a dog.
This is okay. I didn't catch this probably the first 25 freaking times that I saw this, but like, because it's in the film, but I didn't like make that connective tissue.
Yeah.
The Irish travelers obviously sell dogs. This is yet another scam they're involved in, right? They'll sell dogs to everybody, like as an added bonus.
Part of the purchase.
And as soon as the dogs get a chance, they'll run straight back to like.
So the dog itself is also a scam.
It's trained.
I didn't get that either.
Yeah, it's trained.
Genius.
Yeah,
so
like
they're pulling out, and then the fucking axle comes off the caravan, and then the dog jumps out the window. And
like Tommy's trying to like collect him, and he just runs off. And they get out of their car, and they're furious, of course, because they've just been swindled. Their caravan is broke down. Doesn't have any wheels.
But that's not the same dog.
No, it's a different dog.
No, it's a different dog. But that's what I'm saying.
But that is a Pikey dog, though, because it goes back to that camp, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's what he's saying, though. So like
they're all trained to run back home.
Everything they do
makes
is a
sense
scam. So, like you said, they pull off the wheels come off, then they try to sell it back. He's like, just give us our money back. He said, what do you want me to do with the caravan with no wheels?
Caravan with no wheels.
Yeah.
And so a brawl nearly ensues, and Gorgeous George and Mickey sort of come to a head. Tommy demands his money back, and so to stifle, the conflict, because Mickey's mom, who we meet, doesn't want him to fight. She knows like he is
over her dead body.
And we find out why.
I liked for it.
Mickey's got a temper, and he's also, an accomplished fighter. We will find out shortly,
right?
Because Mickey has a plan, and obviously this is a bad idea because you never bet a Pikey, but he says, "Hey, I'll fight you for it." Like
and for those that don't have the visual, Gorgeous George outweighs Brad Pitt's character.
How tall would you say he is?
He's like,
How tall do you think that guy is?
The Tanner guy? I don't know.
Yeah, that Tanner looks pretty tall. I'd say he's like 6'3".
He's probably 6'4", 6'5".
He's Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul.
He does Jake Paul. That's basically what this is.
He's huge, right? And so everyone's just like, obviously, Tommy's like, well, okay, because what are we doing here? And so we come to the first fight scene, like in the film, and it's like they're in a barn. Like some backwoods British, Irish looking
pallets stacked around it to make a square, so it's like a ring, and
all of the Irish travelers are there. They're all cheering, and Gorgeous George is going to fight Mickey for the caravan, obviously, and to square things up. And the whole fight is hilarious. It's just it's nonsensical because Gorgeous George is just beating Mickey up. And the whole time, Mickey keeps like stretching and like
popping his back, and
popping his
laughing,
back, laughing. He's stretching his knees, and like Gorgeous George keeps headbutting him and like throwing him. And
You don't know where I've been, Lou. Oh my God! You don't know where I've been.
Dude, it's funny. It's funny you say that. Like whenever the part was written for him in this movie, he was a little hesitant because he didn't want to be kind of typecast as that type of character.
Yeah,
but thank God he did it.
Thank God, dude, because
you got some fucked up friends.
by the time Gorgeous George is tired of beating him, he's like, "This is sick. I'm leaving."
Yeah,
that's when Mickey's just like, "You're not going anywhere, you tickle."
You say until the date is done.
And so like Mickey finally starts to fight for real, and he just levels
one fucking punch.
Gorgeous George.
He steps aside a fucking cross and then just nails him.
And
with
the best needle drop of the movie, Golden Brown by the Stranglers.
Yep.
And as it's playing, like we won't be able to play it on a podcast. Sorry, everybody. Like YouTube.
I'll sing it for you guys. Golden brown, texture like sun.
Do that cool little shot that comes in because what's bad about this? Not only did he just get knocked the fuck out, but remember he's supposed to take a dive in like a day or two.
Yeah,
so
he's got a boxing match, and a gangster who is a killer has hired Gorgeous George to be in the fight. And as of this moment, he is laying there, and I'll never forget when I saw this in the film. I'm like,
he's dead now.
Like his eyes are open, he's bleeding from his nose, and he's just stiff. And I'm like, he's dead, right? And the Pikeys are all arguing back and forth about what to do about it. And you hear Jason Statham's voiceover. He's like, Tommy is basically crying.
I'm not crying. You should stop crying.
And he's like, dude, right now Tommy's praying that Gorgeous George wakes up, because if he doesn't, it'd be easier to bury them both. Then explain to the cops why there's a dead guy like in the middle of the camp, you know? And so like it's a dangerous like situation. It sort of fades to black and you don't know the resolution, like what happens. You don't know if Gorgeous George gets up, and like Chris said, like, you know, Tommy and Turkish have a fight that Gorgeous George is supposed to be in. He's laying there dead.
I love that line from Turkish.
It turned out that the sweet-talking, tattoo-sporting Pikey was a gypsy bare-knuckle boxing champion, which makes him harder than a coffin nail.
Yeah. His explanations and his descriptions are so freaking good. His voiceover is so good. Like in this, like you're 100%. But
one thing, the guy that's like always by Brad Pitt's side, played by Jason Fleming. You know, he was in Rob Roy. He wasn't even supposed to be in the freaking movie either. He showed up one day to take pictures, and just kept forcing himself into every scene that they were filming, and he ended up becoming like this main kind of part. Like he ended up having a big part in the fucking movie. He was never cast in the fucking film. He just showed up.
But he only says a couple of words, right?
And then later on played Brad Pitt's dad in Benjamin Button.
Oh, really?
Wow. I didn't know that. But of course, his original role was in Lock, Stock, right? As the fat man.
Yep.
Shout out to the all who know that inside joke. But he plays a good character in this. So the screen sort of like fades to black, right? And then when the scene reopens, we're at a pawn shop, of course, run by two idiot wannabe gangsters named Saul and Vinny. And Boris the Blade comes in, and we already know his plot. He's planning on, obviously, taking the stone from Frankie fucking Four Fingers.
How many fucking keys? You cocksucker, what the fuck?
And he hires these
Las Vegas.
and he hires these two thugs for $50,000 for a night to rob a bookie with 4 fingers. Wonder who that could be. All right. And the deal is they get to keep the cash from the bookie when they rob the place, and he gets whatever Frankie has in the briefcase. We all know it's a stone the size of a tangerine. Right? Like, so easy. The only problem.
He thought it was a good sport.
Easy. The only problem is Saul and Vinny are retarded.
Is he smart?
And so, as they prepare for the crime, I freaking love this next section of scenes. They enlist a professional getaway driver named Tyrone, played by the guy has only had one name. His name is Ade.
Yeah,
and he's just this gigantic fat black dude.
Dude, yes,
and he is such a good bit, man. That was such a good bit.
Such the Curly to the Three Stooges thing that you talked about, like.
If we always can get that map down to his headquarters, we always could win this war.
It's just this lighthearted comic relief that's in the other comic relief that's going on with the other two.
It's so
funny as shit, man.
They're back and forth and argument. Al Gibbs is about to say it. I'll let him do it.
No, you do it.
No, dude, their back and forth is so freaking funny, man. And you can pick out in a litany of different like conversations between them, and it's all funny.
Yeah,
like,
dude, as soon as they're on screen, like it
what
changes.
The fuck is he gonna get away from?
Because in one scene he's trying to get out of the car. He's so fat. He can't get out of the car.
He can move when he needs to. Though.
Right.
Oddly enough, that's the funny part is he ends up being the most competent of the three of the fucking Stooges. It's so fucking
he's the
crazy.
most useful out of all.
Well, he's going to try to like parallel park in between in this giant space, right?
Yeah.
And he nails the van that Frankie is in.
Yeah.
I guess traps him in the van. He can't even get out.
He can't get out. Yeah.
Well, he knocks him unconscious.
Yeah.
He says, "What was it?" He says it.
It was a funny angle.
It's behind you, Tyrone. Whenever you reverse, things come from behind you.
At first, he doesn't want to park there because he's like, it's too tight. And then he's like, it's too tight. You could land a fucking jumbo jet in there.
They just, again, this dialogue back and forth. This is where the things go awry. And I think probably all you probably had the same behind the scenes on this alleged robbery that they're going to try to do, because they're trying to see, does the guy have four fingers or not? They can't really see it, but the guy's going in with a briefcase to the bookie. So they go in to do this attempted robbery. Apparently this has happened before due to the security measures in that place. But I guess Guy Ritchie was a real big fan of failed crimes.
Yes.
Like the shows where it was like America's Dumbest Criminals or some shit like that. And so this happened. And like somebody, tried to rob the thing, like the gates came down. They tried to get out. They couldn't get out. And it was a pull, not a push. And so they're kicking the shit out of the door. And it's like all they had to do was like fucking pull it. And like there's all this, a lot of this shit that he got from this scene, this old fucking lunchbox being a walking calamity is like from a lot of the criminal these shows that he watched and laughed, like Criminals Failing and shit.
Yeah, and they robbed, like, obviously they're impatient because they're waiting for a man with four fingers and a briefcase to show up so they could take his briefcase. Obviously, they don't know that Frankie is unconscious in the van right next to them, that they ran, that Tyrone rammed. Like, so he's laying there unconscious, like in the van next to them. They get impatient, so that's when they do rob the office. And there's no money. They've waited so long that all the money is gone. Like, all bets are off. And that means there's no cash in there. So they don't get any cash. Vinny, the actor that plays Vinny, actually hit himself in the balls.
Yeah, with the fucking recoil of the shotgun. And
yeah, when he fired the shotgun.
They left the take in, too. So like when you see him stumble back and like grab his butt, it was like, it's fucking real. It was like,
yeah, he finishes the scene and it's just an absolute disaster. The woman who runs the bookie office steals the shotgun, locks the place down. They're trying to get out. They're trying to shoot their way out. The glass is bulletproof.
Right.
The bullet ricochets, nearly hits like Saul or Vinny, like in the leg. I can't remember which one. And Tyrone, like Gibbs said, of all people, ends up being the hero. He opens the door for Saul and Vinny to like get out.
Because it was
and
a
not
pull,
only that,
not a push.
Yeah, all it was is they had to pull the door open instead of push it, because that's why they thought they were trapped. But not only that, Tyrone also spots a groggy man during the melee, sort of climbing out of the van, and he knocks him out and puts him in the trunk. Turns out, man had 4 fingers.
Yeah.
So
and don't forget too, in this scene too, they do have the nice realization, like, oh fuck, we're caught on camera.
Yeah, I love that they take off their mask and then they look straight up at the camera
and they're like, shit. So that's a nice plot point going forward of how they know who was that did this.
They're just idiots.
I don't know.
Like, it's
might further the plot.
Yeah,
it just may. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So after this, they cut back to unfortunately Turkish and Tommy having to have a very unpleasant phone call with Bricktop. Turns out, Gorgeous George did survive the melee with the Irish bikies.
Much like Jake Paul, he has a broken fucking jaw.
Yeah, he's looking like Jake Paul. He's in the hospital recovering.
I won 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And Turkish is having to explain to the most dangerous gangster in London why their fighter can no longer fight. It does not go well. Bricktop is understandably upset. He agrees. Obviously, they decide beforehand before they call him to try to replace the fighter. They want to enlist potentially Madfish Willie and John the Gun, but unfortunately, Gibbs, Madfish went mad and the gun shot himself.
Well, those 2 are off the table then, you know.
So they're off the table. So the only fighter that Tommy and Turkish could possibly think to replace him with is the Pikey himself, the bare knuckle boxer Irishman who is completely crazy, unpredictable, and a total con artist. And so Bricktop, understandably upset, agrees, however, to let the Pikey fight in Gorgeous George's place, provided that he understands one simple rule. He's got to go down in the 4th.
Gotta go down in the 4th.
As planned, dude. And I'm sure that's going to go off without hitch.
Because this is a short movie.
Like,
of course.
Shadwick with any date at a football game. She's got to go down in the 4th.
Right.
Keep your head down, though. Yeah, closer, further away.
Oh, I know what you're doing. That's not funny at all.
Meanwhile, there's a phone call.
Come on.
Meanwhile, we cut to a phone call between Doug and Cousin Avi. Cousin Avi's still in New York. Doug's in London. Doug tells him he's meeting with Frankie fucking Four Fingers a little bit later. But there's a boxing match he has to make before then, which, of course, sets Cousin Avi absolutely off the freaking rails because he knows, and he already warned Frankie not to gamble, that he's an avid gambler, and he finds out he's going to a boxing match where you can bet on people. Yep. He doesn't want to lose the stone, and he's like, you hear that, Doug? I'm coming to London. I'm coming to fucking London.
Dude, and this cut scene is fucking magic.
I'm coming to London.
Beautiful.
That's one of my favorite things of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
They would do it 3 or 4 times.
3 times, I think, at least.
Yeah.
But
3 times.
I do like that I saw a clip of Guy Ritchie explaining this, how it was going to look like to Cousin Ivy or whatever. He was like, hey, he was like, yeah. And he's like, then it's like, cut, plane, shot, passport, and then he's like, hey, welcome, and it was just cool seeing him explain what he was gonna do and then seeing like the finished product being like on the same beats. It was a cool little,
it is Guy Ritchie is such a comedic genius when it comes to that, and no matter what you may think of any of his work or his films, his comedic beats in this film are so dead on. And I agree with Shadwick. The first time I saw this, I was dying laughing because it's just these quick cuts, the sound effects are punchy.
It's actually the second one that was so funny to me.
Yeah. I know. What you're talking. We'll get to it very, very soon. So Kevin Avi, flies to London, and he's in front of Doug, and he's just like just roasting him. He's just like, how could you let Frankie go to an unlicensed boxing match? We're gonna go find him. He has something important that I want. You know what it is. Let's go get him. So they go to the boxing match before it takes place.
Think,
and so
they're like, hey, Frankie will definitely be here, and
he's going to be there because he's going to bet on he's going to want to see his investment obviously play out. They'll intercept him. They'll capture him. They'll
just get the fucking diamond. Yeah,
I mean, they'll just get the stone. Maybe who knows? They're gonna go get him. And so you see all these pieces sort of culminating together, right? Like all of the characters now are sort of arriving, or most of them, at a single point like in this film. And this happens again not too long from now, and it's just a brilliant thing. So Cousin Avi and Doug the Head go to this unlicensed boxing match. There's a funny scene about them trying to get in. Cousin Avi's American, so all of us can identify with the asshole New Yorker because that's quintessentially what he is. And he's also a gangster, obviously. He's desperate for the stone, and they show up at the unlicensed boxing match looking for Frankie fucking Four Fingers. And, of course, he's not there, and that's because he was knocked out in a van, and now he's in the custody of the Three Stooges.
Way down south in New York City.
Headed back to their lair. Yeah, at their pawn shop, which is like the base of their operations, dude.
So,
we come to the fight. This scene, I know. I'm interested to hear what Shadwick thinks, being like he's only seen this just once or twice, because this scene is filmed, it's very, very quick. It's not as good, it's not as important maybe film wise as the second fight scene, but it's very quick, snappy. It's really interesting. Turkish explains to Mickey, listen, how it's supposed to go down.
Go down in the fourth.
Go down into the fourth. Don't knock the guy out. Don't get knocked out. Put on a good show.
Walk out the door, get in the car, go home, jerk off, and that's all you're going to do.
Et cetera, et cetera. But, of course, as the fight begins, the other fighter headbutts Mickey, and you can just see his face, man.
It's the same shit. It's the same sidestep, fucking right cross. It's
when he headbutted him, and you could kind of see the fury in his eyes or whatever.
Yes.
It made me think about Me, Myself, and Irene, where he always hears the music.
That's funny. That's literally his face changes, and like Chris says, like he sidesteps, blocks like the haymaker, and just tags him again. And the sound effects, it's like the crunch of the punch when Mickey hits him. The zoom in to Turkish and Tommy.
They're like, fuck.
And they're fucking.
And then Mickey, he looks over at them and kind of smiles, and he's like,
"Yep, I mean,
what are you gonna do?"
Yep.
And they know they're in debt to a gangster up to they think they're dead.
Yeah,
like they think they're dead. They have their fighter, who obviously he was already mad that they replaced with a random fighter, right? He was angry at them for that, and now he's just completely they've completely betrayed him.
And dude, and they're like doubly fucked too, because not only did they made, didn't do what Bricktop told them, but like all of Bricktop's gangster friends
Hold it, what the hell is that shit?
That he told to bet on this certain shit. Now they're mad at Bricktop, so it's like this whole colossal, like, you have there's no way you could have fucked yourself more than this.
Yeah, and you could tell the difference between them. And I know, like, as you watch the film, Bricktop takes absolutely zero disrespect from anyone who is not his equal or higher. And you could see this. They basically threaten Bricktop. And they're the only people in the film that ever do this, right? And you see it in a single scene. They're mad at him. They're just like, bro, what the hell? I just dumped 40 grand down on this fight. Like, he apologizes. And like one of them has his finger like in his chest. And they're like, bro, like, I just dumped 40 grand. Like, what the hell? He's like, I'll make it up to you. I'll do you right. He kind of walks by. He's trying to leave and get out. He's embarrassed. And some other fucking nerd comes up to him. It's just like,
thanks for the tip, Bricktop.
Listen, you fucking fringe. If I throw a dog a bone, I don't want to know if it tastes good or not. You stop me again whilst I'm walking, and I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off.
Yeah, whilst I'm walking
again. It's off screen. There's a lot of violence off screen on this.
Everything, all of it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
except for the
like
punching.
the guy reaches down and pulls up, and you see like this blood on his hands.
Like Mickey betrayed, Turkish and Tommy, but like it doesn't matter. Bricktop doesn't care. The ones that booked the fight, the ones that had the fighter that set this, their part of it up was Tommy and Turkish, and they're on the hook for it. So Turkish goes to their base of operations, their little gambling mini casino they've got set up, their base, right? And he's looking for the money so he can get the fuck out of town because he's trying to get away.
Right.
And Bricktop's thugs show up, and then Bricktop himself shows up as for some reason Turkish is making a cup of tea because just Britain.
Yeah.
And he asks him to go ahead and put on the kettle, and Turkish asks him very gingerly, "Do you take like sugar in your tea?" And Bricktop's like,
"No, thank you, Turkish. I'm sweet enough."
I swear to God, Bricktop has the best lines, man. It really does.
It's so funny, dude. And so Bricktop sets him down. You think he's gonna murder him. Everybody in the theater's like, he's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead now.
But instead, Bricktop's like, we're gonna set up another fight. I want to use your fighter again. And this time, he's going to go down in the fourth.
Yeah.
And I mean it.
Yeah.
Like this time.
This time I mean it.
Yeah, right? And so now Turkish and Tommy are in deep. It's not even about making money at this point in time. It's their survival. So they have to somehow convince Mickey to fight again.
Yeah.
Yeah, which they have no ends with him. This guy's a loose cannon, as we've
Like
already
Gibbs.
seen multiple times. Yeah, he's literally Gibbs. You don't know what the hell he's going to do. Can you convince him? Like, who the hell knows what his motivations are? He's crazy.
Yeah. And so
Right?
you do
He's always
find out.
doing the Irish goodbye.
Yeah. Gibbs is, speaking of, Gibbs does a great Irish goodbye. On this, too, this is where you find out that this is when Bricktop, you find out that he actually owns the bookie office, right?
Yes.
That was robbed. And so now you see the Three Stooges on screen. And he's got, and no one knows who the two guys are on the floor, but our nice fat getaway driver, they're like, someone that can identify him. And so now those dudes are on the radar. And you're like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah, not only is Bricktop got Turkish and Tommy in his pocket, he wants to know who robbed the bookie's office, and he finally figures out it was the Three Stooges.
Come on, get busy and sell this fish. Fresh fish! Fresh fish! Fresh fish!
So they're on the hook for robbing him too. So he's just cutting all of the fat and the loose ends, and they're all going to the pigs if they don't like shape up like as we are going forward. And so we cut back to the Three Stooges. In custody, they have none other than the one and only Frankie fucking Four Fingers.
How many fucking keys? You cocksucker, what the fuck?
In a chair with a tea cozy over his head. I didn't know what a tea cozy was for like 2 or 3
Still don't
years.
even know
man.
what a fucking tea cozy is.
Yeah, it's literally like a stitched thing that's supposed to cover your tea kettle, because as you use it, it kind of gets dirty and filthy. It's supposed to like cover up how ugly it is. It's the most British
none of it
dumb
matters.
thing ever. Who drinks tea, right? And so, so collectively,
I'm with Ted Lasso on that.
Yeah, it's horrible. No, thank you.
Welcome to England.
Yeah, get used to it, sucker, right?
It's garbage water.
Yeah, and so Boris the Blade shows up to collect the briefcase. He thinks, job well done, Three Stooges, we had a deal. And unfortunately, Frankie fucking Four Fingers is still alive. And he's like, Boris goes, he's like, come here. And they go outside, and Frankie's like sitting there, like tied to a chair with a tea cozy over his head. He can't see. And Boris is like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
He was like, I just wanted the briefcase. Like, what is all this? And the Three Stooges are mad because they didn't get any money because they're incompetent.
Right.
And they also found the diamond.
The size of a tangerine.
Uh-oh.
And now
we'll take half of this.
They want a piece of the diamond. But in the argument, Vinny accidentally says Boris's name, and Frankie's right there. He's in the other room, but he's right there. He could hear it. So Boris pulls out a pistol and shoots Frankie right in the tea cozy.
Wish you hadn't said my name. Bop. Like, damn.
He shuts.
Problem is, they put the diamond back into the briefcase, and the only person that knew the combination to the briefcase, you just shot him in the head.
Yeah. Shot him in the head. And Boris is so mad 'cause he's got the gun on the Three Stooges. He's just like, what is this?
The gross thing, too, is like he's got the briefcase handcuffed to him, so you have some more fun violence off screen that like you're going to have to just cut his hand off to get
it cuts, but not right before. So you see Boris pull out a cleaver, which
fucking Looney Tunes style.
I know, dude. Looney Tunes style. And my favorite part, well, upon watching this again, Boris is agitated that he's going to have to like chop the briefcase off of Frankie's dead body, but he pulls his jacket and he's already got a cleaver holstered.
That's what Shattuck was saying. It's like fucking Looney Tunes pulling shit out of your pants and just
and he hacks him, and you see Benicio del Toro's leg like flop up.
I actually thought about you, Chris, on this last night. I was like, "Where's the continuity? Like, why does he already have a fucking giant, cleaver in his jacket pocket?"
Yeah,
Looney Tunes rules.
He's Boris the Blade.
You're a really smart guy, you know that?
He's Boris the Blade.
Yeah,
that's the comedy of it too. It's like that was intentional.
I thought he was Boris the bullet dodger.
Yeah, that comes later, man. You're jumping ahead. You're jumping ahead.
He's actually both, but that's the thing. Is like he's Russian KGB. He's always prepared. Like he knows what the hell's going on, right? Like, and so that's what's funny about it. It's Looney Tunes-esque, but it's also very intentional to Guy Ritchie. He's like, dude, of course he's ready. It's like you never know when you may have to chop a guy up.
Are you guys telling me that you guys don't carry a cleaver around?
Yeah,
well, I have a comically large-sized one
in my trunk, but not in my crowd.
I mean,
up his ass.
5 long years he wore this watch. Up his ass.
So Boris chops off
5 long years.
Yeah.
So Boris chops off Frankie's arm and leaves with the diamond, threatening the Three Stooges. And like it's a hilarious scene too, because he still pays them $10,000. Like you can hate on Boris because he's kind of brutal, but he still pays them an extra $10,000 because they didn't get any money from the bookie's office. And he's just like, don't follow me. He's like, because look at Frankie, that's going to happen to you. And obviously the Three Stooges are just like, I don't want any part of that. So
they got a dead body in their fucking building too.
So he leaves with the diamond, man. Like he's got the diamond. He's out. And of course the Three Stooges idiotically don't know that it's worse than they could possibly imagine. Not only did they not get the money from the bookie, they don't have the diamond. They have a dead body in their pawn shop, and Bricktop is looking for them. The next scene, Turkish and Tommy go back to the gypsy camp to beg Mickey to fight for them again, because if they don't, they'll obviously be murdered and fed to the pigs. And so at the camp, we find the Pocky Boys are in the fields instead of what do they call it? Like hair chasing? Gibbs out.
Coursing?
Coursing.
Yeah. Hair coursing.
Okay. Hair coursing. What is it?
Aerotine.
Aerotine, yeah.
Aerotine.
Aerotine, yeah.
What is that exactly? You want to explain that to me?
It's basically like you bet on whether the dogs catch the fucking rabbit.
You have 2 lurches. It's dogs before you ask.
So you either bet on the dog that's going to catch it or that the hare gets away.
Okay. So it's like a betting. It's a little game.
What happens if the hare doesn't get away?
Then he's fucked.
It's
proper fucked.
Hey, this is a cool, another Guy Ritchie badass music double scene accompaniment, because while this bet is going on and the dogs are chasing the rabbit, another rabbit is being chased.
You a magician? Yeah, you want me to show you how to pull a rabbit out of your ass?
On the other screen, not quite as swift-footed as our long-eared friend, but
you're right. Chris is right.
fat guy's trying to get away because he's the only one that they recognized, right? So like when Bricktop's asking people, hey, who are these dudes? They recognize the getaway driver, fat guy. And so Tubby Took is trying to fucking win this marathon, but it ain't happening. And it's a great scene because it keeps cutting between the dogs chasing the rabbit and him running, trying to get away, and two different endings. He is very much caught, and the rabbit gets away.
The rabbit does get away.
But great scene. And, like, again, if you hadn't seen this movie, just the from a filming and cutting and editing aspect, this is such a cool scene to cut back and forth.
Yeah, she's partial to Periwinkle Blue, boys.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. So on the line, basically Mickey's like, I'm not gonna fight for you, but what I'll do is I'll make you a bet, right? Like if this rabbit gets away, then you guys, I'll do the fight for free. Or excuse me, if he gets away, then you owe me a caravan. And what color is the caravan again, Gibbs?
Periwinkle Blue.
Periwinkle Blue.
And my ma, she's partial Periwinkle Blue.
Yeah, it's not from me, it's from your ma.
And if the rabbit's caught, then I'll do the fight for free. Like that's the deal.
If I get a fight for free.
Of course, Turkish has no choice as being the leader, but to accept the bet. And of course he loses because you don't bet with fucking
Pikeys, man.
You don't bet them, dude. And so they lose, and so he's not going to do the fight, and now they owe him a caravan.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just the Pikeys always win, right?
Shit just keeps piling up here on Turkish.
It really does start raining shit on Turkish.
And let me see, what else can we pile on? Is there any more shit we could pile on to the top of the outcome of this case? Is it possible?
Tommy the entire time, right? And so you're right, like there's that cool montage. I love it. The song is amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Like the back and forth, the way that it's filmed, the slow motion, it's really intense because I remember watching this part of the film when I was in the theater, and I was like, am I going to see a rabbit get torn to shreds by a dog?
That's what I thought too. I was like, wow.
I'm like, they won't show that, but like I literally just saw, like the gun blow his brains out in the shower. Like I'm like, I don't know what I'm about to see here. Like I think that like, too. It's.
Did it ever say? I know I'm skipping around, but the Three Stooges, as you guys keep calling them, they have that dog. Does it ever say that they got that dog from the Pikeys?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It does. Okay, so there's a scene.
So, at the beginning of the movie, whenever we're first introduced to them in the dogs in the fucking car, which was a different dog that ended up being shot because that dog, I don't know if you could say this on YouTube, had sexual relations with Vinny without consent.
Consent, yes.
And attacked Saul in real life. So they were like, we can't have this fucking dog around. But yes, while they're talking about it, they talked about how they got the dog from the
Pikeys. He said, all you see is his little charger coming up.
Yeah. Yes, in the beginning, like Gibbs said in the beginning of the film, when you meet the Three Stooges, Vinny has the dog, and he hands, and again, it's his, with the British accent, it's tough to understand. He got a bunch of gold from the Irish traveler Pikeys, and he gives it to Saul in their pawn shop, and he's holding the dog, and Saul's like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "The Pikeys sold it to me." He was like, they're always selling dogs with the
and then runs out the door trying to get back to
the But Vinny goes and gets it. He goes back and gets the dog, and he's just like, and when Saul's like, how did you find the dog? Where the hell was it? He was like, it ran back to the Pikeys. He's like, how did it do that? How did it know? And he was like, I don't know. That's just where it was. So that it ends up being a really important like plot point in the film, as I was mentioning before. But that's how you get used to that like sort of mini plot point that's sort of hidden under like 32 layers. But at the pawn shop, back at the pawn shop, they're in trouble, man. They got a dead body with a tea cozy over the head.
Like this scene, like every time I watch this scene, I think of you, Leaf. Like I think of you.
You're the only one who laughs at this, dude. You're the only other guy I know every single time. So they bring one of their friends in. He was at a moment. He was in the film the very, very beginning. I mean, I'm talking. His scene was like 30 seconds long. And his name is Lincoln, and the bad boy Lincoln, I think, is what his title is. And the actor's name is Goldie.
Mayor. Now that's a good idea. I could run for mayor.
Yeah,
I like
the sound of that.
I like the sound of that. And so Saul and Vinny want their friend Goldie to clean up and get rid of Frankie's body because evidently Gibbs, what is he again? He's
a bad boy yardie.
You a bad boy yardie. Yeah. He's supposed to know how to get rid of bodies. And he tells him, he's like, I create the bodies. I don't erase the bodies. He doesn't know what he's doing. So we have a fourth stooge. It's just like all of these characters in this circle are
so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And so they don't have any idea how to get rid of the body. And it gets even worse for them because, of course, in comes a crazy looking old man with Coke bottle glasses, walks in, just makes himself at home, sits
steals
down,
the scene immediately.
And steals the entire scene because he looks at the dead body and the old man's like, looks like you got a problem there. He's like, you know how to get rid of a body? And he goes in
to disgusting detail.
Disgusting detail how to get rid of a body and how to feed a body to pigs the correct way.
Which, if you'll remember, when you were first introduced to the relationship with Turkish, Tommy, and Bricktop, you see them feeding pigs.
Right, exactly. And so, he goes through and says what parts of the body the pigs will not digest, which are basically teeth and hair, I believe, and everything else they'll saw through bone like butter.
They'll go through bone like butter.
Yeah.
I mean, you can clean it up later, but who wants to go through pig shit?
Hence the expression "greedy as a pig."
Yeah. And so he's explaining all this to them. They have no fucking clue who this dude is.
No.
And then,
he tells them,
he lowers the boom.
He lowers the boom by asking them if they understand the definition of nemesis. Yeah. A righteous inflection of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. In this case, me. A horrible
cunt.
And it is one of the best monologues I've ever seen in my entire life. And the music changes. His demeanor changes. He was kind of being sort of tongue-in-cheek about the body, which is, yet again, not a thing you're tongue-in-cheek about.
Right.
And they're terrified because they know he's somebody. His thugs come in and round them up. And outside, they've already got Tyrone tied up, gagged.
He wasn't very quick on his feet, so they caught him.
Evidently not. Not as quick as the rabbit, the fat rabbit. And so outside, they've already got the plastic wrap room in their pawn shop, dude. Dexter style, dude. And they got the tools. They're carving their knives. They're gonna kill them and cut them up and feed them to the pigs. They're all they're ready.
Yeah.
And of course, obviously, the Three Stooges and company beg for their lives. They tell Bricktop that they know where there's a big fist size, a diamond the size of a tangerine.
Yeah.
And
anything to save your life.
Anything to save your life, and they'll bring it to him, and he generously gives them 48 hours, and he tells them, bring me the diamond, or I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your family, and whatever's left over is going to go to the pigs. Bricktop does not play around in this scene. He's amazing, and he gives them 48 hours, as I mentioned before, to find it. And so they are on the hook now. It is desperation time for them. And so you can kind of see how Bricktop in this film sort of drives everyone to desperation, right? It puts the character's so brilliant because without him, there's no urgency in the film necessarily, right? Like, you want there's greed, you want the diamond, you want like money, you want whatever it is you want. But with Bricktop, it's like, dude, your life's on the line, and he's going to.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yes, he is one of them.
They've got 48 hours, And I guess is this when we get introduced to good old Bullet Tooth Tony in this film?
It is.
Played by the immortal Vinnie Jones.
Yes.
Bonjour.
And by the way, that Madonna song "Lucky Star" is playing in this scene. Did they have to pay like $1 million
for him to say "I love that song"? Like in the car,
which he does momentarily after that, but it was also in this scene as well.
He couldn't just give her a jolly good Raj ring, and
that's not how the record business works.
Yeah, Madonna's like, nah, son, I'm a businesswoman first.
She's like, no, I'm the one that does the fucking here.
She's like, this is a Hollywood marriage. This isn't gonna last.
He said that she needed the money.
Are you saying Guy Ritchie got pegged, Chadwick? Is that what you're trying to say?
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Put that on our tombstone, please. Cousin Avi and Doug the Head are at their wits' end. They can't find Frankie. They don't have no idea that he's dead. Like they don't know where he is, and then his body's rotting in a pawn shop with 3 idiots around him. Doug's hot British twin daughters, Nicola and Tina Collins. That's the actresses that play them. Remind him, that they can call in Bullet Tooth Tony to find Frankie. This man can find anything.
He'll find you Moses in the burning bush if you pay him to.
Yeah, dude, they call him up and he's fucking Wilson Fisking this dude's head in the car door. And
there's a scene that's exactly like that, like taken straight from Lock, Stock, and Two
Smoking Barrels. I was just about to say that. Like, there is literally it actually is probably the most serious scene.
Yeah, it's very intense.
In the really intense film, and scene in that film, which, like I said, may be funnier than this film, but that scene is really intense. So it is definitely a throwback to the same character doing the same thing in that film before.
And this one, it kind of mirrors Rob Reiner, rest in peace, in Wolf of Wall Street.
Damn it! You're gonna miss it! Oh, please, tell me something I don't know! I wait all week for the fucking equalizer, and they have to fucking... Hello?
So this guy's obviously a maniac and a gun for hire, but he gets the job done because he's so ruthless. And so Tony... on the flashback, dude, the Asian guy, dude.
Dude, I know. That's the
last thing I'll say. I know we need to move on. Just somebody.
I shoot you! You go down!
He just keeps shooting him and he runs out of bullets.
What he said, he shot him 6 times.
Yeah. What's crazy is that guy was played by Mickey Rooney.
But that was 2 weeks ago. You cannot go on or keep ringing my bell. You're disturbing me.
Why did he cut it in? It's just funny so shit, funny, dude. In this scene, he's like this invincible killer, basically, and so he immediately he gets hired, and he immediately tries to obviously find the stone for Cousin Avi and Doug, and they're the only ones not under Bricktop's influence, so they're kind of like out in left field currently, right? And there's this other force happening that's outside of the realm of some of the other plot points, which again makes this film like so great. Tony gets a lead and finds out that a Scottish street hustler by the name of Mullet.
That fucking black ink all over the fuckboy, man. Fucking stained for fucking light. And the golden retriever as well.
Played by Ewan Brimmer, the most Scottish man alive.
He played Spud in Trainspotting, and he is a fucking brilliant actor, man. And he's not used enough. Some people would probably recognize him from the Michael Bay classic Pearl Harbor.
Yep. Yes.
He was also coming in with the bangers.
He was also in.
It's a non-stop thrill ride.
Yeah,
I'm gonna list a film you people would know him from. It's like he was in Wonder Woman.
Trainspotting. I said Trainspotting, bro.
Did you say Trainspotting?
Yeah, dude. Trainspotting is one of my favorite films from the 90s. Man.
You did say that. I apologize to you.
So he does when he gets him to interrogate him. He immediately grabs him by his tie. He rolls the window up so his head's trapped. And this is another great shot of this scene because it keeps panning between inside the car and then to his feet to see how fast his feet are having to go. And he can't fucking breathe hardly. Like, he's like all gargle voice, like, and he's just, you know, Tony's just getting some fucking info out of him to find out who these fucking dudes are. And
turns out he tells him like, and as he's strangling him, you can't understand what he's saying. I'm telling you right now, the guy's so Scottish in this film, like you cannot understand what he says, and he's mumbling, but he gives the information that Tony wants. Tony rolls down the window and he just falls.
You just hear the loud cartoon thud, and then like just keep going on.
The information he gives him leads him directly to none other than, of course, the Three Stooges. And the next scene is Saul, and his head's on the thing, and Tony's got like a Desert Eagle pointed to his skull.
It's the Russian.
A Russian?
Well, to be technical, he's an Uzbekistanian, but...
Uzbekistanian? I've been dealing with those sneaky Russian dogs.
So now you see how everything's sort of like culminating. So the Three Stooges want the stone to save their lives because Bricktop's going to feed them to the pigs, right? Like, and so Cousin Ivy and Tony now, his hired gun, are looking for the stone just out of greed. And so Saul from the Three Stooges tells Tony,
"Give me a name."
Oh, no. Boris. Boris the Blade? Yeah. As in Boris the Bullet Dodger?
Be sure to check out our Patreon. We'll keep this one short and sweet, but you can join for free for January. If you just sign up for a free membership, I'll shoot you a gift code so you can get a free month for the top tier shiz. And then,
did you just say our top tier shiz is free?
For free for a month. As long as you join for free, I'll send you the deal. And again, if you want to continue that, it's $4.95 a month.
Can we not discuss this ahead of time?
Shadwick, did you approve this one?
You guys are getting paid?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
nobody's getting paid this month.
No one's getting paid this month. So anyway, we just want to thank everybody that has already supported us on Patreon. We're growing every day, like the Grinch's heart or penis when he saw what's her name. So just be sure to check us out.
Why did you say that name?
Martha? Be sure to check us out, though, on Patreon. Patreon, be kind. Let's rewind. We have wrestling, video games. Shadwick's got his doodles that he loves to call. And paranormal stuff on there. We got some shorts.
Shadwick, you're an artist. Kind of.
Doodles. Anyway, check it out. Patreon.com. Be kind. Let's rewind.
God, I hate you so much.
So let's get back. Just can't wait till one day someone's like, "Man, you got some really nice doodles, Shadwick." All right, man. Let's get back to the dirty because it seems like
this is
we haven't.
This is the dirty. When I saw this last night, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, this is we haven't had Bricktop as the master villain enough. Apparently, we need one more heel act. So,
on a side note, like, I don't know if people know this about Britain. They really, really, really fucking hate like anything having to do with like animal abuse.
Yeah,
and I'm obviously everyone does. We all do. Americans do. The British people really, really fucking hate that. Yes. And so earlier in the scene, Bricktop's at like a dog fight, and there's like a dead dog because they're forcing him to fight.
Yeah.
And he's like torturing one of the dogs and like sort of beating it with a stick. Like he is like, you obviously hate him. America hates him. As an American, I hate him, right? Like, and you kind of see what he's doing, but like, it's sort of understated in America, like how evil this really is.
Right.
Because we're sort of like, well, yeah, of course he would torture dogs. Like, that's why he's so evil. But like, no, he is really, really bad. And so we actually don't kind of feel that. I feel like I kind of miss how evil and vindictive.
Yeah, because I mean, we're used to NFL quarterbacks doing that.
Yeah,
and they don't
can still make millions of dollars afterwards. And
over there, their fucking forwards and goalies aren't doing it.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
it's just.
I spent some time in England a couple of years ago visiting family out there, and I was surprised at like every place dogs are pretty much welcome. I was like baffled. And I was in heaven too because I fucking love dogs. So
we're big
actually, that
like
dead dog earlier in the film, whenever they're showing like the dead dog in the pit, they actually killed a kid and dressed him up like a dog because that was more acceptable over there.
That was the kind of fight it was going to be. So,
but they paid me handsomely
Yeah.
for that.
On a serious note, that Guy Ritchie did say that the animal rights activists were protesting outside of producer Matthew Vaughn's house.
Sure.
Yeah.
Matthew Vaughn, who would go on to direct Kick-Ass and
Wanted.
Did he do
Right.
Wanted? Oh,
Pretty sure.
maybe. I'm sure he did. That's another British film, I guess.
So
he did X-Men First Class. That's right.
There you go. Okay.
Oh, so my point was this scene is actually where I think everyone sort of comes together and are like, like Bricktop's like a fucking bastard, dude.
Well, you can kind of see, like, I mean, he's been fucked over. He's a bad dude, but he's been fucked over. I mean, he's
a lot.
So at this point in time, you're like, okay, line crossed.
Yes. So Turkish calls Bricktop and tells him, listen, we did our best. We even bet with him. Like, Mickey's just not going to do the fight, man. He's like, I've done everything I could. And Bricktop is less than enthusiastic about this news. He tasks his thugs with smashing up Turkish and Tommy's little mini casino as punishment for their failure. Oh, and he burns Mickey's mom's caravan down with her still asleep inside.
And when they have that, they like show Brad Pitt, like Mickey trying to go back in to save her, and it's like way too late. It's just
such a good
heart-wrenching,
actor,
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
and there's a really beautiful shot there too, where you're seeing Brad Pitt, basically his silhouette with the fire behind him.
Yeah, dude.
Man, it's a great shot.
It's in slow motion, and he's like, his tears are streaming down.
Jesus. Sorry, Mickey.
you know, he's talking to him with his mom's body still smoldering next to him or whatever. And it's like
the caravan she was burned to death.
She's just sitting there like this,
looking like Luke Skywalker's parents.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously though, the caravan is actually still smoking. Like it is.
It's a good
and
shot.
And they know that time is up, man. Like we're all dead if we don't do this. Like, will you please? So they reluctantly come to him.
And
yeah,
Mickey asked, like, "Did you do it?"
Oh, yeah. he didn't think that he did it. They said, "I'm sorry," and he's like, "Did you do it? Then what are you sorry for?"
Right. That's what he said.
That's right.
Yes, but I mean, yeah, and so he does. But I agree with you, Shawik. He kind of does eye them. Like he kind of looks
they
as
are
if he was
responsible,
right?
Like,
and I mean,
exactly. I mean, they brought it to him,
and then
they did.
And then homeboy, like his buddy, like runs out of the trailer and is like ready to fuck them up too. And they're all just like. They're all just covered in like soot and gross.
And Guy Ritchie's like, "You're not even supposed to be in this fucking film.
I'm supposed to be here today."
Yeah. He's like, fuck off.
He found his way.
Yeah, and so he actually, crazily enough, he willingly agrees to their terms and agrees to a second fight, and this scene sort of ends. You know, it sort of fades away with that like intense moment. Like, okay. They're going to do it again, which sets up like the final scene. But before that, we come to this section of scenes, which, I mean, we're going to try to get through as much as we can.
It's tying it all together, and it's hard to explain. As
I
you're
really
having your
struggled.
notes. Yeah.
I did. I really struggle with this. This is something I want to caveat it by saying this is something that we're not going to do justice by talking about. You kind of have to actually see it. It is a masterpiece of work, the way that it's filmed, the way that it's delivered, the way that it's told. It's that classic. If you don't like it, I understand. I think it's amazing Guy Ritchie work here. You know, something that he's sort of known for a lot of ways. It's something that happens in Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels. Yeah. You know, Gibbs recognizes
I think a little
this,
bit more effectively in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, but
100%.
In this film, like it's still pretty brilliant the way that they intertwine the different sections of the film together.
Yes, so we implore you go watch this. But we're gonna do our best to kind of
sponsor our podcast.
Yes, we're gonna explain to you exactly kind of what happens.
Give us some of that money
forward.
that you didn't get to spend on HBO. Or not HBO, Warner Brothers.
Yeah, Warner Brothers and the Warner sister.
Dude.
Warner Brothers.
And
sponsor our podcast.
And so cousin Abby and Tony, are at Doug's diamond shop, Doug the Head's diamond shop, and they're lamenting the situation. They know that Boris the Blade has the diamond, but this is an nigh unkillable, like tough as nails ex-KGB agent who is damn near impossible to track down, except for the fact that he shows up downstairs moments later to try to sell the diamond to Doug.
Where does he come from?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. He's got a thick Russian accent.
Because they're like, we're never going to find him. Like, there's just no way. And they turn the security camera, and he's literally on screen right there. And the twins call up to the top. They're like, this Russian's trying to sell a diamond. Like,
that was a great line.
I like they've got that one like big bruiser guy with him, and he's like, I'll take care of him.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And then it's just like a quick cut to them in the car, and that dude's like completely bloodied up,
and he's mad too.
They're all like breathing heavy, like like it took all three of them to take him down.
He's so fucking mad, like he's like just covered in blood and just fucking raging.
He's like, shoot that Russian fuck.
He's so mad.
Is that the senior? Is that what you were talking about? That quote, Gibbs?
No, I was talking about the quote where they're like, there's somebody here to see you, and he's like, where's he from? And he's like, it's hard to tell. He had a thick Russian accent.
And it's him.
Yeah.
It's unbelievably him, right? So like you're laughing because it's just the irony. The whole irony is so stupid. But here's a twist. Turns out he doesn't have the diamond on him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not stupid. He is. Oh no,
smart. He's stupid.
Yeah,
and much to their chagrin, they do subdue him with great trouble, and they drive to his house to find the diamond stashed away.
Mm-hmm.
And they get in the car with Boris still in the trunk. They have the diamond, and as they start to drive away from Boris's house, they're discussing ways to get rid of him. Meanwhile, the Three Stooges are casing Boris's house.
So where is he, Tyrone?
It's not just he. Three fellas went in the house, and they locked Boris in the back of the car.
They're waiting for their opportunity, of course, to steal the stone, armed with 3 replica guns.
What the fuck do you mean, replicas?
But no one will be able to tell 'cause they got blanks in them.
And they're extra loud blanks. He paid extra money for that, but on the side of the gun, it's written replica.
What we're gonna do? Deaf hone him to death.
Yeah.
And they start to
stupid.
They start to tail Cousin Abby and Tony.
Mm-hmm.
They're tailing Cousin Abby and Tony, looking for their chance to try to steal the stone because their lives are on the line. They know they're pig food if they don't find a way to get the stone, dude. Meanwhile, Turkish and Tommy are coming back from the Pikey camp.
How far to the Russians?
Be there in a minute.
All of these are happening, and you find out as this scene progresses, these are all happening in the same fucking area.
The same time.
Right.
It's all happening in the same time.
The way it's shot is each incident happens separate, and then it puts it all together, and that's what makes this thing so fucking confusing. So I think if you just did it almost chronologically is the only way to really explain what happens, because again, the way it's shot is brilliant. Like, because you hear crashes, you see things happen, you're like, oh shit, and you don't know that you're in the same location, and then by the time the third act of that comes around, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It confuses your brain, and then it all makes sense like after you've seen it. So Chris is 100% right. We're telling it in chronological order. You have to just see it for yourself to really appreciate it, the way that it's filmed.
So they have the 3 guns, and then like you said, Turkish and Tommy are driving there.
They're headed towards Boris's house.
Yeah, throwaway conversation about fucking milk.
You shouldn't drink that stuff anyway.
Why? What's wrong with it?
It's not in sync with evolution.
In my opinion, this is almost more Quentin Tarantino conversation than the original the Virgin Birth with Benicio del Toro, right? Which is supposed to be the shout out. This reminds me more of Tarantino. This where they're arguing about lactose intolerance, evolution, and drinking milk, and which is hilarious because you would have to watch this film probably multiple times before you noticed it. Turkish is always drinking milk in multiple scenes, like white milk.
Yeah,
he's got it in his hand,
carton or whatever,
and a carton. And in the scene where when him and Tommy are in the car, Tommy's like, "It's not good for you. Let me do you a favor." And he grabs Turkish's carton of milk and he just throws it like out the window.
And so chronologically, when he throws it out the window, it hits Cousin Avi in Tony's car, right?
Yeah.
Would you want a lesson?
Causing them
which
to
blinds
crash.
them.
Yes.
They can't see, so they crash their car.
And so this is with Boris in the trunk.
Yeah, which when they wreck, they're... By the way, the private security guy they hire is like impaled with a knife. I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah, he had a whole a whole sword that he was really excited to use on Boris the Blade.
It was Tony's like, use a proper knife there. It's like a freaking saber. Like it's
so he's dead.
So he's dead.
He's dead now.
And the trunk pops up and Boris escapes. He's still bound and gagged with a sack over his head, but he's wandering the street and he gets hit by a car. Not just any car, but the three stooges are driving the car.
Oh, Tyrone, what have you done?
And why are they indisposed at the moment? Because Saul decided to test one of their replica guns
it's shot
in the car and deafens them, explodes the windows
all
from the
happening
shockwave.
within seconds of each other. And
Yeah,
these real
all these
life
scenes
are these real world event type things.
Happens instantly.
So it's just like crash, boom, boom, boom. Like it's cinematically gorgeous to watch.
We immediately cut to Cousin Avi and Tony getting out of the car crash, because the crowd's starting to like surround them, and they go into a bar to clean up. They're like, okay, we've got the diamonds, relax. That's really unfortunate. We're gonna get the fuck out of here. We're gonna clean up, and we're out. And so they go into the bar and they're cleaning up. And behind them follows the Three Stooges. They see their opportunity, who they've also wrecked their car when they ran into Boris the Bullet Dodger. They run at him, and you assume he's dead because he got hit by a car finally, but he's fucking Boris.
No, he's Mustafa from Austin Powers.
You shot me!
Okay, moving on.
You shot me right in the arm! Why did you...
Yeah. Damn, 3 times. And so they go into the bar to rob. And I mean, honestly, we literally cannot talk about or show the scene. There's nothing in this. It is so terms of service.
Yeah.
I mean, unless y'all want to do it for Patreon, maybe we'll just cut the whole thing in for Patreon. But there is a scene that happens between the Three Stooges, thugs, their replica guns, and Bullet Tooth Tony with his Desert Eagle. What is it again?
.50.
Yeah.
.50.
He calls them out. He realizes immediately these are replica guns.
The fact that you've got replica written down the side of your gun.
Probably sees the fear in their eyes too, and so he's drinking a proper pint.
He is. He's drinking a proper pint. Meanwhile, Boris is not dead. Tommy and Turkish are standing at his house because Tommy's going to demand another gun, because in the beginning of the film, Boris sold Tommy a shit gun that doesn't fire or work.
Right.
And he basically tells him it doesn't work. Like, we won't even go into that.
So you're thinking it has to go on Patreon if we talk about...
So it turns out Boris isn't even dead. Like, he goes to his house and grabs like an automatic rifle. And
Dude, that scene when he's walking out with it, like he just
and the Russian music.
Yeah, dude.
He's like talking to himself.
Yeah, he's all fucked up and he's just ready, dude.
Turkish and Tommy are both there, and they're like watching him like walk by.
I like where you're going to the hallway scene, right? Like,
yes.
So like Avi or Avi, he's in the hallway. The Three Stooges have their replica guns pointed at him.
Yeah.
And telling him to hand over the diamond, and he's like,
"Fuck you."
Yeah.
And he like holds his case.
Yeah. And then Boris comes in the other side and points his gun at him and it's like, give me the diamond. It's like,
You know what? Fuck you too.
Nobody's backing down until Bullet Tooth Tony just opens fire on the hallway.
Everyone he yells through the walls like,
Pull your socks up!
Boris the Bullet Dodger is ironically hit first,
dude,
and Bullet Tooth Tony's just firing his gun. It's such a cool scene.
For the first, yes, Boris is hit for the first time.
For the first time, and so Tony comes in and he sees like the entire scene. He's just like, what the hell's going on, man? And he's like asking the two of the Three Stooges, Saul and Vinny, get up in the melee, and because Cousin Avi hit the ground, they steal the case from him and they take the diamond.
They just get the
and they
fuck out,
run out. They run out of the bar, leaving fat Tyrone. Because what is he gonna get away from, Gibbs? Nothing. Yeah. So the only three of the Three Stooges left is Tyrone, the fat driver, who's just like cowering like in the corner. And Tony's like, "What the hell's going on here?" And then he just hears.
Boris.
Boris the Blade. He hears Boris the Bullet Dodger be like, "Fuck you." He's been shot. Yeah, and so Bullet Tooth Tony like unloads on him, like he shoots him like freaking 4 or 5 times more, and he turns.
He turns to Tyrone, right? Like he's about to shoot Tyrone. But
Tyrone's cowering in the corner. He's like, where's the diamond? What the hell's going on? Because he wasn't in the hallway when it went down before he started shooting. And Cousin Avi's just like face down, like he's too terrified to move. And Boris still
he just keeps going.
Don't take the piss, Boris.
I show you now.
He's like, I'm burned very badly.
Fuck you.
Oh, thank God somebody's here to help me. You shot me.
Almost.
and you finally hear the thump. Like,
yeah, I know. I'm literally in post, so I'm gonna clip in.
Why won't you die?
Go to hell, Powers.
Go to hell.
So so he's dead finally.
So Boris is technically officially dead according to the film, but I think most fans of Boris the Bullet Dodger wonder if indeed this is even his end. And he goes to Tony goes to finally finish off the driver Tyrone, and the gun clicks because he spit so many bullets killing Boris. So Tyrone, the driver, actually manages to survive this altercation, but Boris tracks down the other 2 Stooges, finding them outside of a car, and despite Saul's diatribe where he's like, who's gonna rob 2 black guys sitting outside like in a car worth less than your shirt? Well, of course, it's Bullet Tooth Tony, who wonders where the diamond is. They lie to him, even though they have that on him, that they've stashed it at the pawn shop. So we all end up back at the pawn shop for this section of the final scene and one of Shabak's favorite parts. So at the pawn shop, they decide they interrogate the 2 Stooges that are left, Saul and Vinny, and they're like Cousin Avi and Tony are like, where's the stone? And they lie and they say that the dog ate it.
Like
and
me
so
in high school.
You get this scene, and this is what I mean about this, where Cousin Avi's like, he's an American. He's like, fine, we're going to cut the dog open and find the stone then. No sweat. He's like, Vinny, who is a hardened gangster, killed multiple people, who's murdered. It is just the worst character, one of the worst, meanest characters in the film, is like, cut the dog open. He's like, that's a big strong, isn't it? That's
He's murdered
that's
all these
too much.
people.
That's
Yeah.
a step too
Well,
far
look,
for
all
him.
those people that he killed. Look, everybody has hate in their heart. So you kill a person, you're effectively killing some hate out of the world. But you can't fucking kill a dog.
Yeah.
Dogs are innocent.
You won't get any kind of argument from me, pal.
You can.
I am always advocating for the death and destruction of children and elderly people.
Yeah,
but not for animals.
Not for
and dogs.
animals. There's only one acceptable scenario apparently to kill a dog, and that's if you're an NFL quarterback.
The two stooges that are left admit the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The diamond is not in the dog. Vinny actually has it in his next to his balls.
Yeah.
And he pulls the stone out and he gives it to cousin Avi. The problem is there's a disgusting pikey mongrel in the room, and it actually eats the stone. It eats the diamond, and it runs out. And in the panic, like cousin Avi tries to shoot it with a Desert Eagle .50, and he's randomly firing. And he accidentally kills Bullet.
Tony, come on!
Taunts him and he's like, come on, Tony, let's go.
Yeah, he doesn't realize it at first. So he starts looking around and he's like, Tony. He looks down and it just cuts to him back on the airplane.
Yeah, dude. He just gets the fuck out of Dodge, man.
He's like, do you have anything to declare? And he's like, yeah, don't go to London.
Which, whenever I was coming back from England, I was hoping that they would ask me if I had anything to declare so that I could do that, and they do not. They did not ask me fucking shit.
No.
I was like, what? This is bullshit.
I'm like, I declare bankruptcy.
They ask you when you're coming back from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you had your chance, dude. You had your chance. Now you do. Now that you've seen the film, you know what to say. And so, like, evidently, that is indeed the end of cousin Avi. He is gone. And as Chris mentioned, the stone is in the dog, and we come to the final scene, the most important scene, the fight round 2 with Mickey. Obviously, Bricktop is there, and of course, Tony's dead. You have Turkish and Tommy all at this final fight scene. This bare knuckle fight takes place. Bricktop threatens Mickey immediately at the beginning of the film because he's hammered. He was at his mother's funeral the night before, tying it on. Yeah, his mother's wake.
Which is a nice, cleverly narrated thing by Jason Statham to explain it all.
It's so good, and this is the scene. This is the scene I wanted to like shout out to comment because like cinematically, this is one of like the coolest things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so freaking good. That's my opinion, obviously. The fight begins between Mickey. He's told he has to go down in the 4th, and it's great at the beginning because it starts out the guy.
Same shit.
It's the same shit, dude. The guy like Mickey punches like the dude, and he falls down, and you're like, no.
But the dude fucking gets up.
Somehow he manages to rally, get back up. He's stumbling. He's really hurt. But Mickey, you assume, pulled his punch, and this guy's able to stand up, and the fight ensues, and it's sort of just this like long back and forth, and it's so cool. And it's almost, am I wrong? It's almost sort of like Sherlock Holmes-esque, because I know a lot of people really like that scene in Sherlock Holmes with the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember watching that in the film. It's a great scene, by the way. But I remember being like, bro, like, this is just sort of cleaned up and borrowed from Snatch.
The difference in the Sherlock Holmes is he's thinking of everything ahead of time.
Yeah.
We've also already established that Guy Ritchie rips himself off in all of his movies. So,
he's the Nickelback of directors.
Yeah, when he made Sherlock Holmes, he's like, what worked in this other movie? I'm going to use that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're treated to the scene that is just like it's really there's like a lot of jump cuts. The sound effects are very
the music
loud,
is fucking
punchy.
awesome. Like it just
the music
gets you up and amped and like
you really. I feel like it's so disjointed and crazy, and I know a lot of his scenes are that way, but in this scene in particular, if you've never watched it before, you're not exactly sure how it's going to end.
Yeah.
You don't really know like what's going to happen, and I think that's intentional because you expect Mickey to like just destroy him at any second, but he kind of is not doing anything. You're like, is he just so depressed?
Dancing around like a fairy is what I heard.
Yeah, that's what he said in his corner.
Yeah, between one of the rounds, like, like Turkish is like, listen, don't knock him out. And then Turkish is yelling at him with the complete opposite. He's like, you
gotta
have
make
to
it look real. Like,
you gotta make it look real. Like, you don't, like, our lives
Mickey
are on the
just
line.
smelled awful with that nice booze sweat lathered after a night of drinking.
He was yeah, it's an absolutely amazing scene. But by the end of the scene, Mickey stands and knocks the dude out, instead of taking the fall. And I mean, the guy, it's my favorite, almost one of my favorite parts of the scene, because Mickey has a scene where he gets knocked back and he falls into water.
Yeah.
And I know
he
probably
then he got that from a Radiohead video, right?
Oh, did he?
I had no idea.
Oh, I know he did a bunch of videos. Like,
did he?
Well, no, there was. I don't think it was a video that
I'm saying like he was in that biz.
Yeah, there was. I'm pretty sure it was a Radiohead video where there was a guy falling backwards, like in slow motion, out of a chair, I think. And he's like, I'm going to put that in a movie.
It was cool. It's a cool ass scene. Yeah. You know, he's awoken by the lake waters of Minnetonka or whatever Prince had.
Well, the thing is I think what it's supposed to denote is the fact that like he's losing consciousness.
Yeah.
Like, and people say, I've lost consciousness before, and it's sort of just like falling into water, and you just sort of see like, you're sort of like covered over. And some people say that that's the way that it is, and I think that's what it's supposed to denote. And you're supposed to believe, oh, well, he got punched, he got uppercutted like really hard by his opponent, and he's sort of like defeated, and he's sinking down. At the last second, he sort of resurrects out of the water, pops back up, and just nails the dude in the face. And you see the guy's jaw, it's the Jake Paul fight, like in slow motion, and it zooms in and freezes, and then you get Turkish's final voiceover. He's like,
"Now we are fucked."
And Mickey has knocked him out, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scene.
And you see the reaction of everybody, like Bricktop, and like everybody's like, "Oh fuck!"
Yep.
The aftermath is an absolute freaking like melee. Bricktop, of course, is furious. He's humiliated. He doesn't even talk to the other gangsters. He knows he's probably in deep shit now with all of them, and he goes like outside and he grabs his phone and he's ordering the death of Mickey's family, who he already threatened before.
There's two of his thugs were sitting outside in case he didn't do it, outside of the
well, not only two, there was like 11 or
vanful.
There was multiple vehicles.
They fucking hate pikeys.
Yep, they do. And they're just waiting. Waiting for the call.
They do, but it turns out that's when the scene shows you the pikeys murdered all of his guys, like killed them all. You see him like shooting all of them. One of the guy like crawls out, and he's like he's crawling out, and then you hear his phone ring, and obviously, what's his name again? Gibbs, I cannot remember his name. The pikey that was supposed to be in the film.
Mullet, not mullet.
The guy with a mullet. He has a mullet. Whatever that guy's name is, grabs the phone.
Oh, Jason Fleming. He played Darren. Yeah.
Yes, Jason Fleming. Thank you. It's on the tip of my tongue. And he flips out his phone and he answers, and you hear Bricktop. He's like, he's about to tell them to like kill the whole like Irish traveler village. And he's like, what's going on? He's like, I know you're trying to call. He was like, but you're going to have to speak a little louder. And he puts a shotgun to his head and pulls the trigger. Dude, and so Bricktop's, all of his people are wiped out. And then Bricktop sees Mickey and Turkish and Tommy trying to escape the fight, obviously after the melee, and he orders one of his soldiers to give him a shooter, obviously a shotgun, whatever he can give him, and the window rolls down, and it's not one of Bricktop's men. Turns out it's yet another pikey.
But you don't see that initially, though.
No, they run through everything a different way.
Yeah, the camera is on Mickey and Tommy and Turkish.
Yes.
And Tommy and Turkish, they flinch when they hear the gunshot, and the voiceover is talking about how Mickey doesn't flinch at all.
And your life doesn't flash before you because you're too fucking scared to think. You just freeze and pull a stupid face. But the pikey didn't. Why?
And then you find out that that he knew that the shot wasn't coming his way.
Right.
Yes.
And so like and you find out, I guess too, that Mickey bet on himself on top of everything.
The Irish Travelers had the whole thing planned from the very beginning. Like, that's the twist. It's like they were in control. They knew. They knew what was going to happen, and they set it up for it. So it turns into a revenge story, like at the very end. And dude, they get their revenge and then some. And of course, like Bricktop has his head blown off by one of the Irish Travelers' shotguns. And in the aftermath, the Mickey and the rest of the pikeys, who, like Chris said, had bet on themselves in the fight, and stole, you assume, hundreds of thousands of dollars from the gangsters, or not stole, but officially won all of that money in a rigged boxing match. They got outrigged. They disappeared the next morning. Their whole camp is empty, and they're completely gone. And when Turkish and Tommy show up to obviously
an empty campsite, they're looking around, and some other men approach them, and they're like asking what they're doing there, and they're like, "Who the fuck?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, who the fuck are you?" And it turns out, oh no, it's the cops.
It's the cops.
And so the cops are there. They ask what they're doing there, and they just happen to see
the quick goat thinking.
They see this little fucking dog running around, and I'll be goddamned if it isn't the same dog that ate the diamond and the squeaky toy, which was a gag throughout too.
Which they don't know, because like the dog eats like this squeaky toy. So like earlier on in the film, and every time you see it, it's always squeaking and hollering in every scene, and that makes me laugh like throughout the film. But Chris is right. It's the dog, and obviously Tommy loves dags, and so he has to keep it. And Turkish is like, fine, you can keep the dog as long as you take it to the vet.
The vet found half an undigested shoe, a squeaky toy, and an 84-carat diamond lodged in its stomach. It's quite amazing what can happen in a week.
And so they have the diamond, and so we're full circle finally in the film. They're back in the room that we see in the very beginning, and they're just trying to sell this diamond that they found. Because what do I know about diamonds, right? Like, and there they are, and of course, who are they sitting across from, Chris?
My ass.
None other than I should have asked you.
Doug the Head, man.
Doug the Head. Yeah. And he was like, he says,
he might know somebody that would be interested in this.
He might know somebody that is interested in the diamond. What happened, Sheriff?
Dude, fucking movie rocks. Hopefully we did it justice. Again, this is
we tried.
You've got to go watch this one. This is just a long one. That just a lot going on, and however long the runtime is on this.
Yeah,
like an hour. I think it's only an hour 40.
Yeah, it's not super long. There's just so much going on. It's so packed full of everything.
So doing the synopsis, I never realized how difficult it was to sort of try to retell the story. And it never, I think, and this proves again why it's one of my personal favorite movies. It proves why you should go and watch it, because you have to see it. You have to experience it. Like, we did our best retelling it. Like Chris said, hopefully we did a good job. But nothing does it justice than watching it. Like, you have to get in there and experience it. And we do hope you like it. So please
go
give
check
it a shot.
out. Snatch again on Paramount Plus. Paramount, use that fucking Warner Brothers money and sponsor our podcast. Guys, so from the movie Snatch, what is your favorite line? And I'll go first, and it's
Pull your tongue out of my arsehole, Gary.
Leaf, what do you got, man?
Dude, I hate to do it. It's probably somebody else's favorite line, but I guess it's
Bessie Baxley, counter.
Look like a boxer.
Chadwick, man, first time going through. What do you got?
Gibbs, go ahead.
All right, Gibbs.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
All right, Chadwick, bring us home, man.
It's actually I'm gonna go with Avi.
Speak English to me, Tony. I thought this country spawned the fucking language, and so far nobody seems to speak it.
And again, man, check out our Patreon. Hit us up on social. We're on everything at Be Kind. Let's rewind. And with that, guys, we'll take it over to our Norm Macdonald clip of the week.
Former First Lady Nancy Reagan reports that her husband has been relaxing at their ranch, riding horses and chopping wood. Sadly, eyewitnesses report that he was actually riding wood and chopping horses.